My name is Caitlin Collier, and today I'm going to inform you how to adopt a dog from a rescue. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, 36.5% of homes have dogs. There are so many dogs looking for a home, I'm going to explain how to adopt a dog from a rescue, the types of rescues available, and how to foster to adopt. I currently volunteer on the weekends with Wolf Trap Animal Rescue, which is a rescue located here in Northern Virginia, and I fostered and adopted from them as well. According to Wolf Trap Animal Rescue's website, you have to submit an application. Once you see a dog you want, you must attend the adoption in order to adopt the dog. As an alternative to meeting the dog at the adoption, you can request a meet and greet in advance of the adoption. Meet and greets are an opportunity to meet with the dog under less stress, since adoptions tend to be very high stress situations. There's dogs, there's strangers, typically they're held in a pet store, and you don't really get an accurate representation of the dog's personality, so you're not really sure what the dog is going to act like once you get it home, because it's a completely different area. And you get to meet the dog with your family, so say if you find out that the dog you're interested in doesn't really like kids, and you have 2 5-year-olds at home, it's probably not the best choice to have that dog. Along with your application completion, you're required to pay the adoption fee. The fee is $450 if you pay by cash, or it's $460 if you pay by credit. The fee pays for the dog, it pays for the spay and neuter of the dog, which is about a $200 operation outside of that, and it also pays for the foster supplies that go into caring for the dog for the 2 weeks leading up to the adoption, which includes toys, beds, food, treats, and the foster's time, and you also get the first round of shots for the dog as well. Knowing what to bring to an adoption is important to have together so that you can leave with your dog that you've chosen, but you can also adopt a dog outside of an adoption. There are many types of rescues and foundation that you can adopt a dog from. One option is a shelter. You simply select the dog that you want. According to the Prince William County Shelter, which is a shelter that's located here in my hometown, Northern Virginia, you simply say the dog's information, you tell them the gate number, you pay the $45, and if the dog hasn't been spayed or neutered yet, they'll deliver it directly to the doctor that they work with to spay and neuter, as that's a requirement for a dog adoption. Another option, if you have your heart set on a certain breed, say your family always had Huskies, or maybe you've really wanted an Australian Shepherd your entire life, then you can look at a breed-specific rescue. These rescues tend to be run by volunteers, and they're specific to a breed. So I found an example, which is a German Shepherd Rescue and Adoptions Rescue. This German Shepherd Rescue, like most, are volunteer run, and they work to find homes for German Shepherd dogs or German Shepherd mixed dogs. Now that we've gone over 2 ways of adopting, my final option, and my personal favorite, because it's the one that I did, is the foster to adopt. To foster to adopt, you first sign up to foster, and then you choose to adopt. Wolf Trap Animal Rescue asks for around 35 to 50 fosters every 2 to 3 weeks, I would say, at each intake. And to foster, you fill out a volunteer application, and you sign up on the volunteer calendar for a space to foster. You can list preferences, like if you want a certain size dog, as best as their guess, or if you want a boy or a girl, or but you can't pick the dog, so you don't get to choose it. Your foster periods tend to run from 2 to 3 weeks, which you can find a family during that time, or you can choose to keep him or her, and because you have priority to adopt. If you do choose to adopt, you have to let Wolf Trap know by the Wednesday before the adoption day, or it'll be in the public adoption. If you find a family for the dog before the adoption, you also let them know by that Wednesday. Or again, they'll go to the public adoption and a family will adopt them at the public adoption. You have learned how to adopt a dog from a rescue, the different types of rescues to adopt from, how to foster to adopt, and all the ways that you can find a dog. I am one of those foster fails that I mentioned. I fostered with Wolf Trap Animal Rescue, and I fell in love. Luna, come here, come here. Come here, come on, come on. This is Luna. She's my foster fail. I fostered to adopt her back in April of 2018. Since then, I've fostered 7 other dogs, and all of those ones I found loving homes for, but her loving home was with me for the first time.